Good morning, everybody. I want to share with you the Tanya of today. So today's Tanya is a very, very important Tanya, and that is dealing with anger. Has anybody ever made you upset or angry? Well, here's how you deal with it. There are three possibilities. The first possibility is somebody is trying to offend you or, God forbid, hurt you. So the nature of a human being is to be angry and to be upset about it. We say, Hakol bidei shamayim chutz midiyir shamayim. Everything comes from God besides fear of God. So we have to understand that if something happened to us, even though it was evil, it was wrong, the person will be punished for it. But ultimately, as King David said when he was being cursed by Shimi ben Gera, the head of the Sanhedrin no less, that God told him to do it. Now, where did God tell somebody to curse a great prophet like King David? But the idea is that if something happens that comes from God, we get upset because something is unfair. It came from a person who was malicious, and that upsets us. You know, if somebody said something, just an example, if somebody slaps you on your back, and you turn around to figure out what happened. He says, I'm sorry, there was a bee, it was about to sting you. And not only that, I got stung, and you're like so grateful, wow, the person slapped me on my back. So it always depends, do we take this as a person is being malicious? They're trying to insult us, and the ego gets upset. So we should never, ever, ever fall into the trap of anger. It says whoever gets angry is like the worshiping idols. We have to realize that what happened was wrong and look at it objectively and not get angry about it. On the other hand, this doesn't include when you're getting angry at people for doing the wrong thing. If you have an ability to stop evil, for example, to be angry at Amalek, at these crazy ideas that are going on, teaching children evil ideas, you should be angry at that. This whole woke thing of not having genders, this is pure evil and destructive, and there's still a clause, and the clause of this goes as follows. Can you make a difference? In other words, just being angry, and this is really the difference between a radical and a good person. Radicals, that's what they're focused on. Rabbi Nachman Mendel of Kotsk said, what's the difference between a lover of truth and a hater of falsehood? Is a lover of truth finds truth, the hater of falsehood finds falsehood. In other words, our goal in life is not to be pointing out what is wrong in others, etc., etc. It's very, very subtle mistake that is made because it looks holy, but it's actually evil. Because our goal in life is to get better, to improve. You know, being progressive is an evil idea. That means I've progressed and you are not. I am better and you are less, etc. That's how all kind of cults think. But progressing, saying I have to get progressively better and you too, the whole world always has to improve, that's a wonderful thing. So the point is that if our ideology is such an ideology which is actually beneficial to others, even if it includes anger, because we're trying to make the world a better place, then and only then is it a good thing. And last but not least, how do you deal with situations in which a person is being insulted or the group is being insulted? So if you can't make it better, you just have to ignore it. You have to accept that God has put this in your way to actually make you stronger. I saw this person, he came to the Lubavitch Rebbe, he says, Rebbe, I'm building in Israel. He was building for the right reasons, to make things better, and it's really hard. It's like so many obstacles. So Rebbe said, Hashem wants you to double your efforts. I had a radio show once. Before I did the radio show, I told a person, listen, I know there's going to be complaints. I'm talking about the Rebbe, the Baal Shem Tov. No worries. And anyway, one day, got some calls. People were some people were jealous, they were upset. So the next show I did only about the Rebbe. Why? Because the message from God there is, listen, double your efforts. You're doing good, double it. Okay, hope this is an important message. If you need to listen to it once or twice, because the ability to distinguish of when to take action, when not to take action, the right type of action is super, super, super important. Thank you.